Alright, guys, you out there, you seeing this? Brian Fritz of Network 126. You guys see that right there? That's a big Class A RV. That's a bit bigger than the one I'm been trying to get, but I just want to make a point, just real quick, because I was trying to find a parking lot to sit at for a bit, and this happened to catch my attention. And, it just became so readily apparent that this could be me right now, right here, sitting in this parking lot. Except I wouldn't be crammed, with all my stuff and my cat trying to, find space to lay down and run around and all this and that. That could literally be me right there in that RV. Once again, Brian Fritz of Network 126. I would just, I realize I'm grasping at straws at this point with this, whole idea, this whole RV thing, but, you know, hold on, let me put that down. There we go, there we go. Just got to be careful with the cat, though. So, anyway, guys, that could be me right there. Brian Fritz of Network 126 broadcasting live out of an RV. Imagine that. Now check this out. We're going to circle around this and get a good look at it. The whole situation here. This is out of Stater Brothers. Check this out. So many Americans now are doing this to survive. Alright, now I'm going to get out of here so I don't creep them out too much. Back to our original parking spot. So that could literally be me right there, guys. Let's try to get that pole out of the shot. Now, wouldn't you guys love to see me being happy, doing all my videos out of there, doing my sci-fi series Road Trek, all that kind of fun stuff, with my cat running around, watching out all the windows. I mean, she does that already in this rental car that I'm in, but she really doesn't like being in here, and it's too cramped and crowded, and there's stuff all over the place. I gotta detail this car once I'm done with all this. And then plus, I'd be living rent-free. Let me see if you guys can see me on the, there we go. Well, okay, so that's a little better. Yeah, so it'd be great. I'd really appreciate it, guys. I mean, look at this. Look how I'm living here. I got like, this is just fucking ridiculous. I got food all over the dashboard and stuff. I gotta, yeah, this isn't good. So, paypal.me/Brian Fritz, or super chats, or, I mean, if you're really determined to help, just get into contact with me. And, if you don't want to do any of those, I mean, just I don't know what to do anymore. I'm just like, I just feel like I'm just at wit's end, and I'm just desperately grasping at straws at this point, and I just need something to happen, something to change, because I can't keep going through all this shit. So I just wanted to say that. I mean, I guess I'm just, I don't have a whole lot of data to use, and I'm not sure if you guys, if I'm cutting out or not, but I want to wrap this up probably around 5 minutes. So I just wanted to throw that out there, just want to make that point that that could be me right there in that RV, happy as a camper, I guess, literally. And I mean, if somebody comes and tells me, hey, you can't park here or whatever, hey, guess what? Just go move somewhere else. I don't even have to go. It doesn't have to be a cross-country road trip. I can just go down the street or to the next shopping center, to the nearest Walmart or something. I mean, like I mentioned in my previous live stream, my friend's dad, who was wanting to help me find a room and stuff, he told me, he was like, hey, like, why don't you get an RV or a trailer? There's this old guy that he lives like up the street over here. He's been there for years, and I see him all the time walking to the store back and forth sometimes, and he's living rent free. He's living a life. So just want to throw that out there. Now, whether or not, I realize it's not realistic to, expect anything, from this live stream, and, getting as far as, just anything to get me anywhere closer to an RV. But hey, I got nothing to lose by making this live stream. So, I'm just sitting in my car bored. I've been looking for rooms all day, all night. I talked to one earlier. It was pretty interesting. I don't know, but I don't, also, did, I'm pretty sure these are scams. Where they say that they're like out of state or out of the country, and uh, God, it's such. I don't know what to make of this, because I've never ever ever rented like this before. They say, oh, I'm out of state or I'm out of country, and I'll send you an application, and this and that, and I'll overnight you the keys and this and that. I'm like, okay, but I don't know if I trust that whole process. I talked to one of them. I was like, oh yes, yes, I understand. I'm like, yeah, no, don't think so, don't think so. So, I'd rather meet someone in person. They give me a tour of the apartment, and that they give me the application, I sign it right there, they take whatever copies they need to take, and I give them a check or cash or whatever, or send it through Zelle or whatever, and they hand me the key and we're good. But apparently not everybody works like that. So anyway, I don't think I'm really going to jump into the comments, because otherwise I'll be here all night. And I gotta get going, because I need to use the bathroom, and I'm gonna hit one this 24-hour place around here that will let me use the restroom. So with all that being said and done, that's pretty much all just the point of this video. I really want an RV. I mean, it's kind of a need at this point. Well, I mean, I got the money for a room right now, but it's like all these landlords are being stupid, and I can't seem to get anything. So I mean, it would just be so much better if I just had my own, property. I'd have all the privacy in the world, and I could live under my own rules, do whatever the fuck I want, fuck around, whatever. And well, I'd love to have a girlfriend, just one stable, steady girlfriend. Wouldn't that be nice? Isn't that a concept? you know, It'd be nice to have like an actual stable life for once, so I could actually have a stable girlfriend and just live happily ever after. And well, I mean, the struggle never really truly ends, but I mean, it would be a lot better, a lot easier, a lot happier in an RV, you know. So anyway, I think that's about all I'm gonna say about that right now. I really want to get going. I want to go to the bathroom and like maybe even wash my face and stuff. I haven't even showered in like 3 days, so yeah. Leave your comments down below in the comments section, and all that fun stuff. And that this is just the craziest like reality show ever, right? Like this is real shit. Like you guys are watching a person struggle due to all this economic damage, post-COVID economic damage, and all this just the bullshit system in general that was just made even worse by this whole COVID pandemic bullshit stuff. And I'm, that this is taking a tremendous toll, mentally, emotionally, psychologically, spiritually, just even physically, just everything. Like I'm not even eating and shit. I mean, I just ate earlier, thank God. I mean, I got some, it's left over here on the dash, but I don't always eat consistently. Like, I might finish a meal here and there, then the next day I might not eat, or I might, go like all day without eating most of the day, and then I'll eat like really late, just that one meal. I mean, I'm just all over the place. And then I was already sleeping like shit. And then now that I'm like sleeping in a car, it's making that even worse. So all that is like affecting me and making me, it's really affecting like my outlook and my just my my attitude and just everything, my mood. And doing these videos is part of what keeps me going, but I mean, I need more than that. I need, so I'm gonna keep trying to look for a room, but in the meantime, I mean, I'm just throwing it out there. That RV you guys saw that I just drove around, did circles around, and probably freaked them out, probably creeped them. I wasn't trying to, but I was, I need to make my videos too and make my point. That could be me right now in that RV. So I don't know how to convince people to help me, because I've been trying to, I've been doing these videos for years now, and I never even got anywhere close to getting an RV. I mean, I have, like what, $700-800 right now, not $1,700. I wish. Some people don't seem to hear me or listen, but if I can, something like that right there, which I'm still staring at, which you guys saw earlier, one of those would probably run, well, in that condition, that one, and that being a Class A, maybe more like, uh, well, maybe on a low end 2,500, and on a high end 7,500 maybe for that one. I mean, they vary in price range all over the place. I'm trying to get something smaller than that. I want a Class C that's more maneuverable and more, it's not exactly stealthy, not like a van, but I mean, it's at least more parkable. And just to be frank, I mean, I would be terrified to drive that thing. That would take me a long time to get used to driving that big old thing. That's like as big as a bus almost. So I mean, there are Class C's out there for within about that same price range, and I'm already almost kind of, well, maybe like more like well, for to get something on the very very low end, I have to get very very lucky to find something that's actually like roadworthy, in decent enough condition. I don't care if the inside is shot. I don't care if the cabinets are falling apart and all that kind of stuff, and as long as it's not like leaking a shit ton and it runs and it's reliable and it's, it'll move around from spot to spot without breaking down. That's pretty much all I need. And I'll fix up the interior myself and add add all my solar panels and stuff. Fix whatever little leaks it might have and that, whatnot. So, I mean, I'm pretty handy. But I need something that's going to pass smog, at least out here in California. At least, unless I move out of California, which if I have an RV, I could do. So yeah, so all kinds of possibilities open up when you have an RV. So anyway, guys, going on close to 14 minutes now on this live stream. So let me know what you guys think about that below in the comment section. And if you're able to support me, and like I said, I don't know how to convince anyone to help me out in this way. I realize it's a big, huge ask. Like I've been trying to do this for years already, and I've gotten nowhere. But maybe it takes me actually being like literally homeless in my car right now, not even my car, to maybe hit it home to some people. I'm like, hey, I'm really struggling. I'm a good guy here. I'm trying to do my stuff. I'm trying to survive and be happy and thrive. Just help me out here. And if you're unable personally to contribute anything, there's all kinds of social media networks that you can post on. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, what's that? All kinds of shit. Just go wild, nuts, post this everywhere, post a link, embed this, whatever you got to do. Especially on Reddit, maybe. Reddit would be a good place to post this. Titled appropriately. Think of a, creative title for it. Um, yeah, so I mean, there's just all kinds of possibilities. I mean, there's just too many people out in the world, and just, that there's opportunities out there. And I mean, like for me to be sitting in this car right now, going crazy, trying to find rooms, applying, sending emails all day, and playing these endless games of email tag with these stupid landlords that can't even post phone numbers in their ads, and then having to jump through all these multiple hoops of requirements, like no pets, no this, no that, female only, no visitors, and blah blah blah. Like, come on, like, basically, they expect you to not have a life. Basically, what they're saying, and some of these even kind of imply this, and I've read so many that now, like, I've gotten kind of like the general picture of it, of what they, that they all want as a whole in general, and it seems to be like, someone who has regular work hours, works during the day, who goes and works, comes home and just sleeps, gets up and works, gets home, sleeps, repeat, rinse and repeat, Basically, just be a robot. Just go to work, come home, sleep, just recharge in your little cubicle box thing. Go out and work again, come back, recharge, pay us the rent, go back and work, come back to your charging box, and, like, don't have a life. Don't have a life. No pets, no visitors, no girlfriend, none of that. No couples, no kids, no none of that. Nothing. No life. Just be a solitary, miserable robot that exists only to work and to pay my mortgage. Seriously. Brian Fritz of Network 126, I think I'm going to drop the mic right there. Leave your comments down below in the comments section, and I will see you all next time. Over and out.